Okay, and welcome to another edition of Sports Talk. It is December 1st, too. Isn't that crazy? December 1st. We are 24 days away from Christmas, and I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know we did. Marty, you had a good one as well, right?
Very good
My dad, Norm LeMadeline, all the way to my right, your left. Marty Mad Dog Murphy's back in the house, so welcome back, dog.
Thank you.
Welcome
Good
back.
to have you.
Nice to
I'm
see
Matt
you again.
LeMadeline.
Feeling better.
Welcome. Yeah,
Good.
good. That's awesome. That's awesome. And, it's good to have you back, definitely. And the phone number here, 203-753-7593 is the number if you'd like to call. As always, we thank Mike and Mike Albini and Al Coles in the back for taking care of us. This is, what is it again? BCC Television, Brass City Community TV. I'm still trying to get used to that.
BCC, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, great Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, our Wolcott Eagles got whipped by Holy Cross. 40, I think it was 41-7. Dad, is that what you said? Something like that.
Yeah, 41-6.
Wow, 41-6. Wow. What else do you have? I know you have a bunch of scores over there.
Well,
So.
this was the traditional Thanksgiving games.
Yeah.
And they had Oxford 30, Derby 6, for those who are from the Valley, right?
Yeah.
Kennedy 26, Crosby 12,
wow.
Ansonia
Okay.
34, Naugatuck 33.
Wow. Holy cow.
That's always a big run.
Yeah, that's always a good
And
game.
Holy Cross 41, Wolcott 6.
They don't have
And,
Torrington Wood?
Torrington. Are they still in the NBL? Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
in the NBL. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
Torrington whips up on Wolcott.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah,
that.
don't worry
I don't
about
have
it.
that
If
one,
it's
yeah.
not there, it's not there. Yeah.
Yeah, this is all the NBL. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, Torrington. I'm sorry. There it is. 41 over Watertown 7.
Wow.
Yeah, Torrington
Watertown
was-
used to be a
Yeah, it used to be a
roll
powerhouse,
too. They
yeah.
used to be a powerhouse.
Oh,
It's
see,
crazy.
it used to go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
No, but I've
Watertown.
heard very good things about Torrington. Unfortunately,
Oh, yeah.
one of my uncles went to see one of the Wolcott games out there, and it was just a disaster. Well, if you're a Torrington
yeah.
fan, it wasn't a disaster.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
big,
You got to remember, Torrington only has the one high school.
You're right,
So you're not sharing the players
absolutely.
to a whole bunch of different high schools. They're all coming to your school.
Yeah,
That was
makes
part of Waterbury. It's split between 5 high schools.
right.
Yeah.
All the
There's
all the
not too many
towns divided.
cities. Even the big cities don't have 5 high schools.
Right.
It used to have 6.
Yeah.
Sorry, for
Well, you
Holy
had
Cross
Sacred
too.
Heart.
Yeah, you had Sacred Heart too.
Sacred Heart.
And now Caner's got a team as well.
Yeah.
They split with somebody.
WCA, is it the Waterbury Career Academy?
Must be. I don't know. They started.
They have a good team.
Yeah, they started
Yeah.
when Dylan was there, and they didn't have enough players, so they actually were mixed with, I believe, Sacred Heart at that time. But anyways, lots of football on Thanksgiving. We even saw Navy, right, Dad? We even saw Navy win on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. Not only did we have high
They had
school.
a great game, 26-17 over Memphis, which both teams are 8-2 at the time. So Navy's down 9-2, and they knocked off Memphis, which
Nice.
So that gives them they got to play the championship game for the
no,
AAC, right?
I don't think they're going to get the AAC because there's 2 teams that are better. There's the North Texas, they're 10-1 right now.
North Texas in the AAC?
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Yeah,
North
they
Texas
whipped up on Navy.
and
Yeah, they whipped
and
them.
Tulane.
Okay.
Tulane's 9-2, so and they had a better record too.
So those guys
North
will
Texas
play.
beat Navy, so I think Navy's out of the competition for the AAC. But,
Okay.
Well, Army's going.
they are number 23
Yeah.
this week, though. They're finally rated.
Nice. Yeah.
Texas, North Texas is 20, Tulane's 21, and Navy's 23. So 3 of the AAC teams are rated.
Wow.
Finally.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and we know that Army Navy's coming up, not this weekend, but the 13th. And that'll be, Navy will be going for their 10th win. And Army's, what, 6-5?
6-5, so they're going to bowl too. So
Yeah.
there's going to be 2. They're good teams. What's good about these teams that the AAC, they're teams that are building up their programs, and they all have great offenses.
Right.
No defense. But,
Yeah, no defense, right? No
but they have great offense.
Yeah,
So they have the best quarterbacks. Like the best quarterback of all is from North Texas.
Wow.
And then our guy, Joe Fagano. Fagano is
I think
number
it's
8 in the
Fagano,
country.
right?
Number
Fagano,
8,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then we have
That's UConn's guy, yeah.
Navy has Horvath.
Yeah.
He's number 10 in the country.
Right.
total
but-
offense.
Yeah, but the UConn's not in the AAC anymore.
No,
No,
it's
exactly,
independent, but
Yeah.
we played mostly AAC teams.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And a couple of ACC teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we certainly got to talk about UConn, right? Losing Jim Morris now
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, we're losing our chief. And the last time we lost our leader, it took us a long time to recover.
Yeah, Randy
You
Edsel,
know,
and then they
and
brought him back.
that
and
was
he left
horrible. Oh,
again.
and-
Yeah, he
yeah.
was-
Yeah, but I mean, you're hoping because he did. I'm thinking with Mora, he did this up front. It wasn't a big surprise to anybody.
No, but-
You have to wonder if he helped set UConn up with a coaching staff that would benefit the players that they have, so that the program could move forward from him instead of throwing them in the garbage like Edsel did.
Well, we'll see at the big bowl game, whatever they get, right? Because I
Yeah.
guess Morris not
Morris not going to be there.
he's not
No,
gonna go for
no
the
says
bowl
the
game,
assistant
so-
coach is going to be
I'm not-
the
interim
offense-
head coach.
Offense interim. Oh, he's the offensive coach now, I guess.
Right. Well, everybody was like, I
it was
heard
horrible,
so many
yeah.
people complaining. I said, you know what? Morris going for, he's going for a better job. And I mean, that's what you do, right? That's what we do here in America. We want the better job, right? And so Morris going out to Colorado State or whatever. But
The only way I think that's a better job
yeah,
is it's more money, and UConn didn't want to match it because I don't think Colorado State is really much. I think it's more of a lateral move.
Well, they're going to Pac-12.
Talent.
I guess they're going into a bigger division, and they want a
the
better coach.
Yeah, but the Pac-12 is not what the Pac-12 used to be anymore.
it's still a better job than UConn.
Colorado-
Let's face it, it is,
Colorado
right? It's
is, yeah.
still a better job.
It sounds better.
If UConn was an established team, even if they weren't a good team, but if they were in the
AAC.
SEC, right, or AAC, right, then maybe he stays, right? It's unfortunate because he's probably done whatever he could do with this team, right? And now, like we're talking, Dad, if Fignano goes and Bell goes and Edwards goes, there you go.
I think all three are
The
going.
three big guns are gone, and the head coach is gone.
Right.
We might be looking at a complete new rebuild again last year, back to whatever 1-11. Hopefully not. Jesus, I hope not.
Well,
Time will tell, right? Let's get the bowl win. Let's wish Jim Mora, good riddance.
well, we consider it 4 years old. The first year, I think they had 3 wins. The second year, they were 6-6 and went to a bowl. Last year was 93. This year, 93 bowls, right? He's won 27 games in 4 years,
Right.
which is more than
Yeah.
practically any UConn
Right.
coach.
Since Edsel, right? Since
Yeah.
at least Edsel, right? And it's too bad because, boy, we've talked about it. There were some great games at Rentschler.
Oh,
Back in
yeah.
the day with the AAC, I mean, there was just some really good games there.
This year is great.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about when they were associated in that conference.
Oh, yeah,
There were
yeah.
some great games, and I remember South Florida.
Well, that was a great game, South
Yeah.
Florida.
You know,
South
right.
Florida,
Yeah,
that was a big win that year.
Absolutely, and unfortunately, the Fiesta Bowl was the crash and burn to all of it for UConn football. But we're back, and hopefully they'll get a bowl win, and we'll worry about next year. Because obviously they're not going to jump into any conference anyways.
No.
So maybe they should start looking like Yale at this FCS
Yeah.
thing, because now this
knows?
FCS playoffs and all this other stuff, it's pretty cool. We'll get to Yale after. I know you got a bunch of stuff on UConn, Dad, right?
Well, that was pretty much it. It was
Yeah.
Mora and it's 27 wins, which is good for 4
Yeah,
years.
absolutely it is. Yeah,
It's great considering what we had before.
right,
Yeah,
And
27 wins. That's almost 7 wins a season.
right.
Yeah. And then we have Skylar Bell, our famous wide receiver, is nominated for the 2025 Blitnikoff, named after Fred Blitnikoff.
Yeah,
of the
my
Raiders,
favorite Raider.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the 70s, right? When probably one of the greatest wide receivers.
Yeah.
And he's nominated for the award. And it's offered by the Tallahassee Quarterback Club, which is a big deal. It's the Home Depot College Football Awards, too. And they'll have a show on ESPN on December 12th. So it'll be kind of interesting to see that.
Yeah.
But this is one of college football's top awards. And And there's 3 other finalists that Makai Lemon of USC and Jeremiah Sweats of Ohio State are probably co-equal.
Yeah.
You know, as far as Skylar Bell right now is number 2. They didn't play last week, so he lost his number 1 spot.
Okay.
And that's the worst part when you get a bye week. You
Yeah,
put up
the
no
season's
numbers.
over, right.
So that's what happens. So Fignano to put up any numbers, Edwards didn't. So right now they all dropped a couple spots.
Right.
So you got right now Fignano dropped down to number 9 from 6 to 9. Edwards dropped down from I think it was 7 down to 11.
Yeah.
You know, it's too bad because if they had played and put up some yards, at least they might have stayed up.
They
But-
stayed with the crowd, right?
But they're definitely all top
Yeah.
top 15 players.
Right. Well,
They're
like
going.
we said,
They're
yeah.
going.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Their stock never gets higher, right? So at this point, you say they got to go. They got to go to the NFL. If
Yeah.
they get drafted, they're gone, right? So
Well,
and
you
they
need
Well,
them.
they-
Some of these
well,
teams in the NFL are
well,
hurt
they-
so bad.
Well, they have to
quarterback,
they have to make the decision. Are they going to enter the draft or not?
right? Right.
Because if they got to decide if they want to do one more year of college or not,
Yeah.
Well,
they
Wow.
have that's what it is. They have to
Right.
make
They
the
have.
decision.
They have to
Because
declare for the draft. Right?
Because if
have
they
to,
don't
right.
declare for the draft, then they're staying in college one more year.
Right.
well, we're going to find out right after the bowl game, I guess. They'll be declaring themselves. But the thing is, I wish that Moore would have waited till after the bowl
Well,
game.
yeah,
That was
I-
very poor. Just before Thanksgiving, just before, when the fans were really enjoying the football season.
Well, what happened was
I agree. I think he should have waited. But go ahead, buddy.
he had no plans on saying anything until after the bowl game. Somebody leaked that they heard he was talking to Colorado State
Okay.
and that he had already taken the job, and he had no choice. Not going to lie to the press. He said, "Yes, I took the job."
Yeah, yeah. It's a real shame because, like we said, he's done a phenomenal job, at least the past 2 years for sure. And you know what? Hey, they can just move on, right?
Sure.
They ultimately the UConn has to decide what they're going to do with this football program, right? And you
Yeah.
know what? Maybe Jim Moore decided, you know what? I'm not going to hang around and wait for these guys and be an independent and hope that a better job comes along somewhere along the line. So I don't blame Jim
No,
Moore. Everybody was all mad, and I was
you-
like, you know what? He's doing what any American would do. They would go after the better job, or at least the better money, right? At least the better money.
Well, you can't blame them when UConn can't decide what they're doing
Exactly.
when it comes to being affiliated with a conference. Either
Thank you,
going
Marty.
back
I
to
agree.
going back to the AAC, or finding a way to get into one of the other conferences.
Right,
I mean, the Big Ten don't want them.
right.
The ACC don't want them.
The bottom line is they're going to get their butts kicked in football.
Right.
It's going to be who wants them. Everybody wants them for the basketball program. We talk about that every week.
Right.
So I think anybody would be more than willing to take UConn, right? It's just a matter of, they got to figure it out.
Right. I mean,
Right.
the
The basketball program's all set in the Big East.
Right. I mean, the big thing is, the state of Connecticut wants big money to bring UConn football into their conference, because whenever a school goes into a conference, they get paid big money from the conference. That's because you're bringing something to the table
Right.
as a football team.
Right.
With UConn, you're not bringing something to the table as a football team. You're bringing something to the table, and not just. And I say it this way: not just for your basketball team. You have a top 25 hockey program. You got a top 25 soccer program. You got a top 25 volleyball program.
Baseball program's very
You got a
good,
top
too.
25
Yeah,
baseball program.
Yeah.
And you're bringing a lot of other sports that are in the top 25, but UConn isn't.
Right.
When it comes to football.
Right. Well, let's talk about the better team right now. The better team is Yale.
Yale.
And that's what we're rooting for. Yale is, we were talking, I know you weren't here a couple of weeks ago, we were saying, we were still talking about why can't Yale or the Ivy League do something? And this is the first year that I know of that both Yale and Harvard were invited to the FCS playoffs.
Yeah.
Now,
And, Harvard got whipped by Villanova, 52-7. Yale comes all the way back, being down 28 points. It was 35-7 at the half. Is that
Yeah,
right, Dad?
35-7 at the half. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I was watching it on my phone because we couldn't get it anywhere here in Connecticut, which is ridiculous. It was on the ESPN, multi-platforms or whatever you call it, right? So I finally got it on my phone, and it was awful, Marty. It was, and my dad too, because I hadn't seen my dad. I had left the house already, and boy, they were just getting whipped, and I was like, the game's over. So I shut it off for a while. I went back to it in the third quarter, and it was like 42 to 28 or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. They come back and they win. So I kept it going, and I listened and watched the rest of the game. 43-42 is the final.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they move on, which is crazy. Now, what do you got some stuff over there, Dad?
Now, is that FSC? Is that still Division One, or is that going back?
It's Division
Is that falling
1.
back to Division 1A, or?
Yeah, it's not Division 1. It's Division 1A, or it's Division, I think it's 1AA or something like that. That's why Yale and UConn don't really play, and like Yale. I guess Yale only plays I don't know how it works. I give up. I don't know.
Because I always
There's too many teams in college football. I don't know.
no. It's just I always
It's a
felt
lower division.
yeah, but I always thought that Yale, Hartford, UConn
Yeah.
were all Division One.
Yeah.
So to get invited to what you're saying they're invited to, that has to be either double A.
Yeah. I don't know, Marty. I'll tell you this. It's not FBS football, which is, the top 25,
Right.
UConn, all
Yeah.
that. It's SCS football.
Yeah.
I never even heard of this until 2 weeks ago.
It's college championship.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard of it
yeah,
before.
yeah.
I think it's Division Two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Yale
That's
also,
back where UConn used to play before they went to Division One.
Yale also has 7-1 in basketball.
Yeah.
They are going to be a team to watch again. So we got UConn, we got SCSU, we have Yale, Sacred Heart, Quinnipiac. That's some very good basketball as well.
No,
as well as our football.
Right. No, I forgot, too. Central got invited to this tournament.
Yes,
and I
I
did
did.
not. Did you
They
look
lost
to
to
see
Rhode
if-
Island.
Oh, they did lose to Rhode Island.
lost to
okay.
Rhode Island, yeah.
So Harvard lost to Villanova. Central Connecticut lost to Rhode Island. And Yale came all the way back to beat Youngstown State. So Yale moves on to play Montana State at Montana State this Saturday, and Montana State is a number 2 seed in this tournament at 10-2. So it should be an interesting game. Good luck finding it. If you can find it, it'll be on ESPN somewhere on.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You can't even get
Yeah.
in there. You can't
Yeah.
see it. And other channels, at least you get that little box. And I followed that box.
Yeah.
I was able to follow UConn.
Yeah.
Didn't even get the box.
Yeah.
No score, nothing else.
I mean,
It's gotten ridiculous. 'Cause
it-
we
it-
can't even find UConn games sometimes. now.
It's embarrassing to the state of Connecticut that you could have your football program or your basketball programs into these tournaments, and unless you're spending a shitload of money,
Yeah.
spending a hell of a lot of money to have all these other streaming sites, you cannot catch a UConn game on Fox.
Yeah. Yeah.
On Fox 61
Yeah.
or on the CW, or
Yeah.
you can't catch a game there because we can't do that.
It's unbelievable, Marty, because I'll tell you what, we have, me and my dad have the best cable sports package that you can get. And every time UConn is on, they're on a different channel, and sometimes we can't even find them. It's ridiculous. One week they're on this one.
Yeah,
The other week they're on that
yeah,
one.
The Amazon is
Yeah.
what drives me crazy.
Yeah.
They're total
Yeah.
wipeout.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can't even
oh,
get
yeah, oh, yeah, I-
scores
Live
or
video
anything.
games
Oh,
are
yeah, I mean,
ridiculous. I mean, this is
and
just, that's what it's become, too, where fans can't even watch the game.
I know.
That's-
I mean, and
It's
they
awful.
they do it in baseball, they do it in football,
Yeah.
do it in basketball, they do it with the college games now. They're selling the rights to these other streaming services.
Yeah.
That to make people have to buy these streaming services.
Right, right.
I don't get to watch the Thursday night football game because I'm not paying for Prime.
Right. And listen, I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you at all.
It's like during the baseball season. Now the Yankees have games on Prime,
Yep.
and they sold games to Apple TV. I'm not paying for Apple TV. I'm not paying for Prime, and the Yankees pissed me off so much. I don't even pay to have the Yes Network anymore.
You know what? We pay for the Yes Network, and that's another one of our things that is part of our, ultimate sports package, right? And then they sell the games to, we still can't see some games because of Prime Video and Apple, and that's what it's become.
Well,
and I'm becoming less and less of a sports fan
mean,
because of stuff like this.
I do know a decent amount of Yankee games go to FS1, and the reason why it goes to FS1 is because the Steinbrenners were smart, and they turned around and they sold 35% of the Yes Network to Fox Sports
Gotcha. Okay.
to allow Fox Sports to show Yankee games.
Okay.
Well, Fox is easy. Everybody gets Fox, so
Yeah.
that's
Right.
good.
But not FS1. That's the thing.
FS1 and FS2.
Right. We get that, of course, but that is not part of a
no, no,
regular
that's-
sports a regular package.
One of the things I found a surprise about, and I was going through on my phone looking for the UConn women games. Where can I watch them? There's like 10. I think there's 10 games that are going to be shown on Peacock.
Right. Right. Okay.
Well, Peacock, we can get a Peacock.
We have that as well.
For the
but
streams,
right,
yeah,
right.
you can stream it, yeah.
Absolutely. But again,
long as you
does
stream it.
everybody have that? No.
Well,
That's the problem,
See,
right?
Peacock you're able to get for free.
Right. Right.
And I mean, right now I'm getting ready to lower my Peacock.
Right.
to
All right.
free.
You know what? Enough about the cable and the
Yeah.
TV. We don't care. It's what the bottom line is. They've made it extremely difficult for fans to
Right.
watch these games, and that's awful. We're talking about UConn sports and Yale sports that should be seen right here locally. And we can't
Right.
see
I
it.
mean, that's the biggest problem. Your
Right.
local teams should. I don't care who they sold the rights to.
Right.
The local teams, Channel 8, Channel 61,
Right. Right.
Channel 3.
Right. Right. So anyway, so tonight we have the Patriots against the Giants. I hope the Patriots don't look past the Giants because the Giants always have their number, right? Two Super Bowls.
That's
Two
the,
Super Bowls, we know that.
that's the only time they have their numbers. I don't think they've ever beaten the New England in the regular season.
Yeah.
But they beat them in 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about that too. It's the year they beat the Patriots. Patriots 2 weeks or 3 weeks before.
Right. Right. The final
Beat
game
like
of the
40
year,
to
right,
nothing.
right,
It was just
right.
unbelievable. He just crunched them, right? So I'm sure Brady came in. Now we got these guys,
Yeah.
and he didn't
was
get those
good.
guys. That was a close game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, and I know Randy Moss is a Hall of Fame wide receiver, but if you go back and you watch that game, after the Giants took the lead, there was like 12 seconds left on the clock. Brady hits Moss running down the sideline. Nobody nears him. He catches the ball. He runs in the end zone. It's touchdown. Patriots go undefeated. He drops the ball. Nobody knew him. He drops the ball.
Yeah, yeah, that was the undefeated season, right? With one giant loss at the
Yeah.
end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, Dad, you have power rankings, or I know you had something.
Well,
for
it's just funny. We were just talking about it. It seems like every week that when a team's number one or in the top 3, they get bounced.
Yeah.
Like we had the Bills last week. What was our Bills last week? Anyway, this week the number 1 team is the Rams.
Right.
Got beat.
Yeah,
right?
they lost
got
yesterday,
beat
yeah.
yesterday. Unbelievable. Number 2 team is this is moving around like crazy right now because everybody's winning. Number 2 is the Pats. So I hope they don't lose tonight.
Right.
I mean, I want them
It's a
to win.
jinx, right? It's a
I
jinx
want
to
them
be-
to win. I
yeah.
want the Pats to win.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I agree
So
with
they're
you,
number
yeah.
2. Number 3 is the Broncos.
Yeah.
Right?
Who
And they
won
just
yesterday,
barely
yeah.
won.
Yeah,
Just
they
barely won
last
yesterday,
night.
right?
Yeah, they stopped a 2-point conversion to win.
Right, exactly,
For the
right.
Skins. Yeah.
And number 4 is the Eagles.
Who lost?
Yeah, they lost, right? They're number 4 is number 5. I mean, this is all over the place. The Seahawks are number 5.
Yeah.
They won.
Yeah, they did.
And they
win
won,
this
right?
week, Yeah.
Number 6 is the Colts.
They
right?
lost.
Yeah, and they lost too, right? They
They
lost.
lost.
I mean, these teams are 8-3, and now they're 8-4, right? Just like
yeah,
that, like that, The Pats are the only one that have a chance at 11 now. If they win tonight, it'll be 11
Right,
wins.
right.
Let me see, where are we? Number 7. Just do the top 10 anyway,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
7 is the Packers. Number
They did
8,
win, right? They did win on
yeah.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Lions, number 8.
Yeah, the Lions
lost.
lost to the Packers, right?
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
right, lost to the Packers.
Number 9 the Niners, right?
Niners
They're up a little
won.
bit.
Yeah, they won
So they're up,
yesterday,
okay.
right.
And where's the number 10? Number 10 is the Bills.
The Bills won.
Yeah.
And so the Bills dropped a little bit. So
Yeah, it's crazy. The NFL has
but
just been
yeah.
unpredictable.
Well, they were saying that yesterday after I think it's the 4 o'clock after the Steelers game.
yeah,
They were showing the playoff picture, and the Chiefs, in order to get in the playoffs, need to win out, and they need either the Bills or either one or two or both to lose 3 games.
wow.
Because
Yeah.
because if they all end up with the exact same record, Jacksonville beat the Bills. Jacksonville beat the Chiefs, and the Bills beat the Chiefs. So they would win the tiebreaker because the Chiefs lost to them.
All I can say is I just want the Chiefs out. They have 6 losses already this year. If they can find a way to run the table, which we know Kansas City unfortunately can, I just want them out. And I got to say this: Jets keep winning because the Raiders' #1 pick is getting closer and closer and closer. As they lose, I want everybody else to win. The only team that's worse right now is Tennessee. It's Tennessee,
yeah.
and the Raiders beat them.
well, the Raiders are number 31 as far as
Oh,
the power rankings. 31, right?
Just awful.
Imagine 31 or
Oh.
32. Wow.
Yep.
Horrible.
Great game coming up Thursday though, and they both need to win. The Cowboys, who are all of a sudden on a roll, 6-5-1,
Yeah.
are at Detroit Thursday night, and they both need that win.
Oh, yeah.
Detroit's 7-5. All right, and we never got to UConn basketball. We have 1 minute left, so let's see, what do they got? They got Friday they host Tuesday tomorrow at Kansas, right? The men.
Yeah, and the girls are playing Florida.
And yeah,
Oh,
at
South Florida.
South Florida.
Tomorrow.
South
Tomorrow
Florida?
as
South
well.
Florida?
Tomorrow
South
as well.
Florida.
Yeah, South Florida tomorrow.
So so for my dad, Norm LaMadeline, and Marty Mad Dog Murphy, I'm Matt LaMadeline. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Great. Good. Well, we covered everything.
Oh, we still have 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I thought we were done.